This is the Zoyi QS7 clamp meter. It's just arrived, so it comes in this nice box. I'll put that to the side. I've got a nice Velcro case. Got a little holder. You can put that on a belt, so that's pretty good. Comes with this Type K thermocouple for temperature. I've got a little lanyard, a user manual, and some probes, which you can use for voltage and whatnot. Let's do a side-by-side comparison between the Zoyi QS7 and the UNI-T UT210E. This one's quite popular among hobbyists, so we'll go to 6 amp and let's see, change it to DC and 0. I'll change this to 20 amps, switch to DC and 0. So it's hooked up to this electronic load. I've got a LBF 21700 cell, and let's go. We'll put about 3 amps through it. Might need to zero that again. So it's reading 2.953 on the QS7 and 2.96 on the 210E here. So turn it off and 0. It's like 0.005, 0.001. Okay, let's see. 2.947. Move it towards the edge there. It's a bit higher. Try and 0. And let's go again. So 2.97, 2.96. So fairly similar. Let's go ahead and try a bit more. I wonder if we can go for 10 amps. I might swap out the cell for a 10 amp high drain cell. So these are two cells from LBF, an 18650 and a 21700. This one's an XTAR. It is a 26650 and it can do 10 amps. So let's crank it up to 10 amps. So if we do that, it should overload. So you got, overload here. Change it to 60. Have to switch to DC when I change. So it's resetting from DC to AC when you go between each of these. That's still on 20. Let's do 0. Okay, 10 amps. So 9.97, 9.58. So try that again. Maybe put it near the edge and 0. Let's give it a go. So we got 9.62 and 9.95. So it's a bit lower on the QS7 here. I wonder if we change it to 100. Okay, let's go. So still 10 amps, 9.7 on the QS7, 10 on the 210E. So 0'd. We got 9.7 and 10 again, so it's reading a little bit lower here. Not sure if adjusting this would change it at all. Let's put that on the left and this one on the right. See if there's any difference. 0'd. 9.9 on the 210E, 9.7 on the QS7. They're fairly similar. The voltage is pretty low, so it might be struggling a bit. We can try 10 amps on this one. Most 21700 cells can do 10 amps these days, hopefully. This is okay. So let's go. 9.7, 9.9. So it is reading a tad low. Let's try 1. So that should be about 1 amp. And we've got 993, 991. So those are really close. That's on the 6 amp range. That's a 2 amp upper limit. And yeah, 990, 995. Cool. I might check out the voltage measurement with the probe, so let's switch it across. So I've got the two probes hooked up. I'll go ahead and change this to voltage, turn on the backlight, and we're expecting about 5 volts roughly. So we've got 5.005. Okay. So what have we got? We got AC, RMS, I got the frequency. Cool. So let's change to resistance. Okay. The DMMCheck Plus. What have we got? 99.8, expecting 100k. 9.98 for the 10k. 0.999 for the 1k. That's pretty good. And what have we got here? 99.7. That's pretty close. Okay. So we've got just the continuity. Got a diode test mode. Ooh, I wonder if I got a LED. So here's an LED. I think it's a 3 to 6 volt LED. Ooh, there we go. That lights up. So that's the diode test mode. And what else have we got? Nanofarads. So, like, so 1. What is that? 10.13. 100. Cool. And it changed the unit of measurement on the screen. That's pretty cool. So 1.04. And that's back to resistance. So continuity, the diode, capacity, and resistance again. Cool. So that's just a quick check of the accuracy of this DMMCheck Plus. Seems okay. It's a relatively affordable clamp meter. I'm going to go outside and measure the current with the clamp meter, take this Olight Prowess out to try and see what I'm doing, and just go and check the battery. I've got a 12 volt battery in a Corolla. I want to see if it's got any damage over time. Haven't checked it in a couple of years. I figure it might as well check and yeah, see if it's working properly. So let's go and check it out. Okay, let's open that up. So I'm just going to check the battery in this car. Got a little Corolla. Okay, there we go. So let's take a look. I've just got this Olight Prowess here. It's got a nice lantern mode. You can immediately see there's a whole bunch of corrosion here. I'm gonna have to clean that at some point, so I'll try and clean that tonight. I'll switch to the white light. I rather like the white light as a work light. I'm just gonna check that the battery's still okay. So this is a Zoyi QS7 clamp meter. I've got it set to like 60 here. Can turn the light on. So let's go ahead and start her up. Okay, let's see how many amps it pulls. There we go. So it's still starting up nicely. Gonna go ahead and clean that corrosion off. Okay, so just switch to some proper gloves. What is it's a build-up of crap. Here we go. Nice. Cool. So let's check the voltage. Okay, back with the probes. So let's put it into voltage mode. Got these two probes hooked up. Turn the light on. Got the Prowess above me so you can see. So let's hook her up. Got 12.71. Okay, so that's pretty decent. Okay, so these two tools came in quite handy this evening. The Zoyi QS7 clamp meter was really good at measuring the voltage and the current, and the Olight Prowess, which is like a 2-in-1 lantern / torch, so I can switch between lantern mode and the torch mode, so you get like a nice flighty light, and just a side switch to change the output, so I can increase the output. You've got like stepless dimming here, or double click for turbo, so that's pretty cool. And short click for moonlight. So that's the magnet. I was using that to mount to the top of the hood in the car, and you can also just keep it flat and use a lantern. There are a couple more features on the Zoyi QS7 that I didn't look at yet. So we've got the temperature mode. So we've got Celsius, can switch to Fahrenheit, and then we can try and detect if there's like a mains voltage. So got this over here. It seems to be picking it up. So that's just a light here. Yeah, 3 more features there, and yeah, that light, or backlight. So that is the Zoyi QS7. Takes 2 AAA batteries. I've got some alkaline 1.5 volt batteries in here. I did try some 1.2 volt NIM cells. It didn't quite work, so yeah, I think you need 1.5 volt alkalines at least to get this thing powered properly. So that is the clamp. Cool. So that's the Zoyi QS7 clamp meter. Thanks for watching.